then this term. They've not quite lived up to the billing of title favourites afforded them pre-season. Inter still without the Dutchman Wim Jonk today, but both Orlando and Fontelan are back after domestic suspensions, and Maniconi in the number 8 chair returns after injury. Well, the loss of Mancini is a major blow, of course, to Sampdoria's hopes. In his absence through suspension, Bertarelli comes into the side. He'll be the one outright striker, supported mainly by Platt and Hullet. Rossi is still injured, so Serena continues in the Sampdoria side, wide on the left. Sampdoria, who kick off in the lighter shirts, attacking the goal to our right. There's Maniconi. Before then by Antonio Paganin. 2 Paganins in the Inter side today. Antonio wearing 3 and Massimo, his brother, wearing the number 5 shirt. Now here's Hullet. The first assault of the game from Sampdoria. Hullet laid off and Jugovic arriving, and he scuffed his shot net completely.
Oh, well, that was unbelievable. What a great start, Peter. It was actually Massimo Paganin who come over the top of Hullet with a good header and got caught out on the ball coming back. But I thought Ruud Hullet would have gone himself there, cut in and had a go himself, but he elected to square it, and Jugovic was a bit unfortunate, miscuing in the penalty area.
Here's Bergkamp. Away from Mandini, Fontelan to Bergkamp again. Now feeding Maniconi, Paganin rather, and then the foul by Sacchetti on the Fontelan.
Well, that nice bright football, Peter. We saw Sosa fouled, he got the ball down, and Bergkamp made a great run for him. Yes, it's definitely a foul there, the shirt's being pulled, but Sosa was very, very bright, and him and Bergkamp do think along the same lines, and they're very intelligent players.
Sosa whipping over the free kick towards Battistini! Oh, it's a superb header by Battistini, and Inter have taken the lead.
Oh, what a great start. Battistini is a superb header of the ball. He was a midfield player and a goal-scoring midfield player, but since being put in the sweeper role, he does come forward for every free kick. And what a great delivery from Ruben Sosa. A lot of whip on the ball, a lot of pace, and Battistini attacked it superbly at the far post. There we see the ball going in. There we go to Battistini. That's a fantastic header across the face of Pagliuca.
It's actually his first goal of the season, Battistini. He tucked 5 away in the last campaign, but that is his first successful header in Serie A this season. Bertarelli with a header. But here's Bergkamp. Touched off to Paganin. Off goes Bergkamp again. That burst of pace. Glorious skill too. Couldn't quite though shake off the attentions of Sacchetti. Fontelan. Inter in belligerent mood. Too long though for Maniconi. And off scamping away goes Ivani. Hit by Platt to Hullet. Bertarelli's in the middle. Whistles from the Inter fans for Hullet, and a spectacular effort flies wide of goal from Jugovic.
Oh, word, that was a spectacular effort. Hullet didn't need to go past him. He got his little bit of space, whipped the ball in, and Jugovic was very unfortunate that he didn't catch that on the fall, because I think he could have caused Zenga a few problems.
Here's Ivani for Sampdoria. In towards Hullet. 9 goals from him so far this season, Hullet. And of course they remember him well at Inter. It was Hullet who equalised against Inter late last season to really end Inter's hopes of catching Milan at the top. And he's never been on the losing side against Inter from his time with Milan.
Well, within his range, I would have thought, Peter, as well. This one is about 35 yards, I would have thought, but Hullet really does pack a hammer blow.
Ivani and Bergkamp there as well. Just touched off into the path of Hullet. It was a good strike as well, and Zenga, who was a great pal of Hullet's off the field, saved his team there.
Yeah, I think Zenga realised that he should have let it go, Peter. The ball actually is wide of the post, I think, and...
not so sure.
I think it was. I think when he stood up, he had a look of disgust upon his face where he felt he should have let it go. But it was a good free kick, and Zenga read it very nicely.
One of those perhaps where he couldn't really take the risk, though.
No, I think that's the problem.
And I shan't argue with the man who's been to the Palace this week. Well done, Ray. Congratulations on that. Now, Bergkamp for Inter. Threaded on for Sosa. Great run by the Uruguayan here. Not a bad effort either. Pagliuca beating it away.
We're seeing some stuff, Peter, this afternoon, where they really do look on fire. And so that was a great run from Sosa and a superb delivery from Bergkamp. Some really good football. These two guys are really on the same wavelength, and I think we are really reaping the benefit of seeing them play together.
Here's Maniconi on the break for Inter. Slid on then to Sosa. Great touch off. Bergkamp now. Paganina's gone wide. Bergkamp didn't fancy him there. Maniconi. Now has he got through? Oh, Pagliuca with the save. Sosa so nearly on the end of it as it squirmed away from Pagliuca. And well, he's apparently been caught there by Sosa.
It looked a ball as if Sosa had to go for it. The ball looked as if it was on offer, and here we see a fantastic run here though from Maniconi. It's a good shot at the finish as well. Good save from Pagliuca, and on the rebound, in actual fact, Sosa I think really did try to get out the way of him, and he's tumbled into him.
Fontalan. Here's Maniconi. Steered wide to Paganini, searching out Sosa. Bit of a tangle at the back among those Sampdoria defenders, and Bergkamp way over the bar, but there's certainly a lot of confusion among the Sampdoria defenders.
Yeah, they look petrified, the Sampdoria defenders there. Sosa, who was very intelligent, he didn't get involved, he just let him sort of mess around with it himself, and they were just looking for the knockdown, and it was Bergkamp, who's been a bit quiet in the last 5 minutes, who blasted it over the top.
Sampdoria certainly coming more into things now. This is Ivani, a lot revolving around him. Just too long though for Amoroso. Who is 19 years old, as I mentioned earlier on. It's his first start in Serie A. Well, he's not a start, he's come on as a substitute, but first game he's featured in. Born in Foggia, Ray, that's what you do there.
No, I didn't have a clue actually, Peter. I'm sure it's a nice place to be born.
Maniconi to Bergkamp. Orlando. Shalimov. Measured approach play again by Inter. To no avail this time. No foul on Shalimov. Off goes Serena. Amoroso laying it off. Serena then was checked by, I think, Shalimov. And got an arm or an elbow in the face.
Poke him in the eye, Peter. He's going past it. Oh, it's Maniconi. It did look as if he punched him as well.
Meantime, here's Fontalan with a chance. And it's an own goal. Orlando going in. I'm sure that came off the Sampdoria defender. 2-0 to Inter. And another big blow for Sampdoria's hopes. Orlando arrived at the far post. Let's see exactly how it went in.
Yeah, it was a good ball from Fontalan, but it was also a good challenge from Orlando. He put the defender under enormous pressure.
Well, either off Jugovic or off Orlando.
Yeah, I think it was Jugovic who put it in at the last touch. Davide Fontalan does very well. They expect him to go on his left side. He is very left-footed, but he clips in a nice ball, misses the first defender, and there's Orlando in on the back stick, putting Jugovic under too much pressure, and he's put it in his own net. But I think that's all that Inter deserve. They've been absolutely super this afternoon, playing some good football, very intelligent and nice and bright.
A real test now of Sampdoria's resolve. 2 goals down. Time for the second goal, 28 minutes. Sacchetti with the throw, Hullins. Just when it seemed that Sampdoria were having more of the game, they suddenly suffered a second body blow. Still some debate about whether it was an own goal or credit to Orlando. I think in the stadium now they're saying an own goal. We'll get a confirmation of that later on when the official news comes back from the dressing room. up in the press gallery, they're saying an own goal. In the commentary box, will reserve judgment. Played on by Orlando, who'll hope he'll be given the goal. It's his first of the season if it is. Shalimov to Manicone. Shalimov again battling for it, but battling too hard.
Yeah, we've seen it many times before, Peter, when the boot is actually raised off the floor. But I actually thought he nicked it well there from Ivani. There wasn't anything malicious there. The ball was there to be taken away, and he just seemed to toe poke it past him. That was a bit unfortunate, I felt.
10 minutes to half-time. Sacchetti. Ivani. Now Hullet. No, Zenga. Always favourite to reach that one first.
Yeah, Bergkamp just stepped across the front of Hullet as he was going for it. He really is a tough old customer, Bergkamp.
There's Bergkamp tangling with Bergkamp, who conveniently got in his way. Two very experienced defenders showing their mettle and
stager there, right? Yeah, it was, Peter. It was the old stager about him there. He wasn't going to let Bergkamp get a free run on goal.
Out by Battistini. Now Hullet, after David Platt's challenge, had been successful. Hullet, who has this free role in the Sampdoria side, and he feels that's why he's playing so much better, rather than being tied to almost a right wing role when he was with Milan in the last couple of seasons. There's so much to offer Ruud Hullet. Ivani doing well. Strike on goal, and away from the target. Just hearing about the first goal of the afternoon elsewhere now, as we see here again the shot from Ivani, and it's Genoa 0, Foggia 1. Amoruso to Ivani. Oh, that's neatly done. Tremendous work then by Ivani. Sacchetti with Lombardo. Looking for Sacchetti again. Back off Paganin. Took that full in the face, I think. Sosa now on the break. Will enter some pace up here now with Bergkamp as well, but Manini with the interception. And a valuable one indeed for Sampdoria there.
They tried to play the ball very early, Sosa, to catch them out, but he unfortunately played it a little bit too soft. But it was a good run from Bergkamp, nice little diagonal run.
Amoruso, hounded by Paganin. Now, is that a corner? Indeed it is.
They've had their good spell, Sampdoria, haven't they? They've actually got hold of the ball. They've tried to pass it around. Ivani's been very industrious in the middle of the field. And, you know, it'd be very nice if they could actually get one back before half-time, really whip the game up for the second half.
Here's Ivani then with the corner. Zenga with a comfortable play.
That's not too bad an area in actual fact to hit a ball. Ivani's put a lot of pace on it. He's whipped it in there, but we've had no one getting across the face of the goal to get a flick on with the head.
Manicone, whose prompting has been a feature of the first half. And Fontaine, certainly with his pace up front, has posed many a problem for Sampdoria. Paganin with the cross. Up goes Orlando. Now Sosa. Orlando again. Punched off to Shalimov. Had support, but decided to go it alone. Nothing there to trouble Pagliuca.
He's always looking to get a shot, Shalimov. He scored a couple of great goals last week, didn't he, at Lecce? And around that box, he's always looking to have a good crack at goal. And he's come into the game the last 20 minutes, Shalimov, and he's been quite impressive.
Did seem to be surplus to requirements at the start of the season, which surprised certainly you, Ray. I know Shalimov. Talk of him going to Udinese as part of the deal that brought Delano here.
I always think when Shalimov's in the side, they look a little bit more dynamic into, and it gives them an extra dimension, I feel.
Now Hullet. Sampdoria wanting some magic from him. Amoruso to Platz. Just wanted too long though, and it didn't reach him. Ivani now. Really would be a fillip for Sampdoria if they can get a goal back by half-time.
It looks a tall order at the moment, Peter. I think Sampdoria scoring. Inter are working so hard to retain possession of the ball, or get the ball back, sorry, that Sampdoria are really limited to efforts such as that from Serena, which is a bit too far, really, to trouble Zenga in the type of form that he's in.
Won by Bergkamp in the air. Amoruso with the header, but Hullet, he was on a different wavelength. And if we move it to injury time at the end of the first half, Massimo Pagliuca to hoist it up in search of Dennis Bergkamp. Ivani. Laid down by Platt to Ivani again. Now Lombardo from Amoruso's pass. Promising build-up here by Sampdoria. Lombardo to Hullet. Terrific burst of speed by Ruud Hullet, which took him clear of his marker. And disappointment for Sampdoria there.
That really was the most fantastic pass. It was a great run from Hullet, but it was an excellent pass from Lombardo. Great weight to the ball. Hullet was onto it like a flash, and it was our own David Platt there, diving through the middle of the goal, just couldn't reach the ball, but that was really, really good football.
Sacchetti with the header clear, only as far though as Paganini. Fontaine.
But I really do feel, Peter, without Mancini, they are really limited in their creativity, and he really does give them so much. Even from dead ball situations, he's so accurate that he gives them that little bit extra, and I think they miss him immensely just to have his presence on the field.
Oh, Fontaine got away from David Platt. Still Fontaine, that's glorious skill by him. And Bergkamp slicing it wide. Serena charging into the tackle on Orlando, and he has been penalised.
Yeah, Orlando was very aware of him being there as well. He just touched the ball and nipped it back through his legs, and Serena has given a free kick away. There we see it's a bit late, the tackle. But Orlando did exceptionally well after a marvellous run from Fontaine, showing some lovely football.
And he certainly has been one of the men of the first half, Fontaine. Sosa here with the free kick. Some exquisite skill by Fontaine moments ago. Sosa curling it towards Pagliuca, who had no option there but to fist it away. Dangerous ball curled in by the Uruguayan Sosa. Manini's header finding Hullet. Ivani, Hullet again. Now Jugovic almost found Lombardo. That could have been interesting if he'd have been released there. Manicone. Paganini. Deep into injury time, and no sign yet of the referee blowing the final whistle. I can think of one or two stoppages, but not that many.
No, I can't really think of that many, Peter. No, he must be enjoying himself, the ref.
Oh, that's Bergkamp in trouble now for holding back Bergkamp. Getting a ticking off, but no more from the referee, and he's living dangerously here, Bergkamp. Trying to lunge the referee will want another word with it.
I think one of the things Bergkamp has always had throughout his career is electrifying pace, but he's got a guy there in Dennis Bergkamp who is really, really quick, and I think he's causing Bergkamp quite a few problems when the ball's stuck in behind him. And he's had to pull him back there, and he's had a bit of a row with the referee. That won't go down too well with the ref. He'll remember that one for the second half.
Sosa with the free kick. Bergkamp has come forward. Bergkamp in there too, and Fontaine at the far post. Not jumped though by Hullet. Jugovic to Hullet again. No, Shalimov. Excellent work by Shalimov, but no finish to match. Yeah, Sosa wanted it far post.
I thought you just waving to him there, Peter.
Well, Inter 2 goals up then. Thanks to, as the arguments still go on between Bergkamp and referee Fontaine. Thanks to the goals from Battistini, and then either Jugovic an own goal or Orlando, depending which way you view it. Inter certainly in charge, but Sampdoria have shown enough to suggest this game is far from over yet. And here's Hullet. Amoruso. Now, what support does he have here? Well, he almost linked in with Platt anyway, but now Platt is going through. Zenga with the saving tackle. He was caught then by Platt, but in fairness, Ray, David had to go for that one.
Yeah, the ball was there to be won, and it was a good effort from David. Lombardo just gets a little toe there, and David carries his run on, and Zenga looked a little bit slow off his line, and he just caught one on the shin.
Ivani waking to take the corner. Zenga back in the fray. Manicone. Lombardo, out though by Massimo Paganini. Sacchetti. Ivani. Well, he's really at the hub of things, Ivani, but for once his pass has gone astray. But some of his work in midfield, Ivani, has been very commendable. Here's Bergkamp, hoping to link with Bergkamp. But Jugovic has it back for Sampdoria. Lombardo now in space. Operating from a deep position. And here's Hullet, who's drifted out wide. Trying to take on Paganini, and that surely was out of play, indeed it was, for a goal kick to Inter.
Showed fantastic pace though, Peter, didn't he, to get away. I actually thought he had a chance to whip the ball in without taking the extra touch. Amoroso looked as if he had made a run into the near post, and he may well have been advised, Ruud Gullit, but who am I to tell Ruud Gullit what he should do, to whip it in first time.
Well, now you've been to the Palace, you can tell anybody anything, can't you? Here's Fontaine trying to wriggle through. Sacchetti with the challenge and a penalty. Down goes Fontaine, and Sacchetti has been penalised. Referee Trintelage has pointed to the spot.
I must say, looking at it the first time, I didn't actually think it was a penalty, but David actually pushes him in the back, David Platt, and I think it was Sacchetti that added the final touch to it. And it's a type of penalty I think the home team would get. And, Sampdoria obviously a bit disgruntled at the fact, but nothing's going to change. It is a penalty. He looks nervous, Peter, doesn't he? Not a care in the world.
Bergkamp against Pagliuca to give Inter a 3-0 lead, and 3 it is.
Fairly rifled in as well, a bit a la Van Basten, that one. His fellow countryman really did whack it in.
Delightfully tucked away by Dennis Bergkamp for his 5th goal in Serie A.
Yeah, very confident. He's playing well, Bergkamp. He really does look to becoming the finished article now.
Still Sampdoria being invited to come forward, with Inter then hoping to catch them on the break. Ivani slots it on to Ruud Gullit. Here's Jugovic. Now Serena, and the shot couldn't get through, and it's squirmed away then from Lombardo. Play on, says the referee. Bergkamp with the saving tackle.
Yeah, they defend very deeply to Inter, Peter. Even when the ball's cleared out of the box, they're very reluctant to come out of the box. They don't want to concede any space in behind them for the likes of Lombardo and Hullet to run into. So that's the reason why they defend so deep. They don't want to concede any ground whatsoever behind them. And if the ball's played in behind them, you've got the capable Zenga to pick up the loose ball.
An hour gone. Inter leading by 3-0. Serena away from Manicone. Still Serena. It'll be a corner if it goes. And picked up comfortably by Walter Zenga.
I think you can see the aggression in Inter and the will to win in Inter. But just looking at Sosa, I've never seen Sosa work so hard off the ball. When Sampdoria have it, he's putting them under pressure all over the field. He's an excellent footballer on it, but we don't often see him sometimes work hard enough off it, and today he's been an exception.
Manicone. Piacenza have now scored at home to Roma. Piacenza 1, Roma 0. Bergkamp down for Shalimov. Is this number 4? No. Bergkamp got it clear at the last. Desperate defending by Sampdoria.
Great football though, Peter. Again, it was the